Hello viewers, mamukase livukile njani Zimbabwe amahle. A very good morning to you all Zimbabwe. Welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, where we give you the latest trending news in the nation of Zimbabwe, Africa and beyond. Our aim is to make sure that the people of Zimbabwe are informed about each and every development which is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. So there are rumors which are circulating that Advocate Nelson Chamisa was diagnosed with colon cancer, and we saw the message spreading all over social media. We saw it in various WhatsApp groups on Facebook. However, Advocate Mahere went on to repel those rumors and clearly stated that indeed Advocate Nelson Chamisa was healthy. Indeed, Advocate Nelson Chamisa is not sick, as being suggested by falsehood peddlers who are probably from ZANU-PF. These are the people who are spreading this message. These are the people who began lying about Advocate Nelson Chamisa's health. So according to Advocate Fadzayi Mahere, we have put the screenshots in the community section on this platform, so as to for the sake of reference. If you go into the community section, you will see those posters or those screenshots. So it was just a choreographed issue where ZANU-PF, as usual, they are trying by all means to make sure that people lose confidence in the leader. They are trying by all means to make sure that people lose confidence in Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Because when you are told that this leader is diagnosed of colon cancer, what will happen next is that people will say, why should we elect somebody who is going to die soon after being elected? That is what people are going to say. That is the narrative which is being said. So by just doing so, there is a certain section or a certain grouping of the people which is going to say, so there is no need to vote for a man who is going to die. So we are going to see other people beginning to suggest that let him be succeeded by someone from CCC so that we can vote for that person. That is their strategy. Their strategy is hell-bent to make sure that we lose confidence in the leadership. Is hell-bent to make sure that we lose the objectives of our struggle. Our objectives is to make sure that Advocate Nelson Chamisa goes to State House. And everything they are trying to create, they are doing it centered on discrediting Advocate Nelson Chamisa, centered on making people lose faith and belief in their own leader. So it is very good because there is no evidence to those claims. These are just claims that Advocate Nelson Chamisa is sick. But do you have proof? Have you seen him in hospital? Do you have his hospital records? Even if you have, it is not allowed by the law to publicize somebody's health status. Just like that. It is not allowed. So you can actually see that these concocted lies, they have no standing in our society, because we are going to repel them. We are going to come after the people who are saying so each and every time, and we are going to expose them. These are shenanigans from the people who are afraid of an election. These are shenanigans from the people who are afraid of being defeated. So Team Zimbabwe, let's remain resolute. Let's remain trusting and believing in Advocate Nelson Chamisa. He is the man who is going to deliver that necessary change we are looking for. So in politics, people employ different tactics, and sometimes they use blackmail, sometimes they use lies, so as to make people lose confidence in the leader. And these are tactics. So you can actually see that these are political dirty games. But you are going to see that they are not going to stay for long. You come with your tricks, you come with your dirty games, but that is not going to lower the inflation. That is not going to change the price of bread. That is not going to change the shortages in our shops. That is not going to change the circumstances being faced by farmers. So the ruling party must be focused on making sure that there is social coherence, there is service delivery, there is happiness. That is the issue. That should be their focus. They must focus on making sure that there is enough food, there is enough health care facilities, enough health workers, enough everything. They must just make sure that everything is available in the economy. But they are involved in peddling falsehoods. If you go to other countries like America, you find those who are not in leadership doing propaganda. But here in Zimbabwe, you find the leadership doing propaganda. So they employ what they call whisper campaigns, where they use rumors, they use innuendos, they use slanderous statements. And these are quietly conveyed in order to damage reputations and make sure that they dry up funding sources and support. That is their agenda. So what they are doing right now, these are whisper campaigns. And their main aim is to make sure that they kill the support, they dry the funding. Only that is their objective, that is their agenda. So we need to realize that what they are employing. So secondly, they are doing what they call push polling. And this is an unfair and unethical political device used to communicate negative messages. Push polling is another strategy in which they are employing. Angoni, I'm not quite discussing Apple. Very same Komangoni. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for your support. So we are trying to explore the tactics they are using and how they are using them. So push polling is where you are using an unfair and unethical political device used to communicate negative messages. And a negative message, if you say somebody is sick, this is a negative message. A negative message, because the people are going to say, so if he is sick, worse off, he is sick of colon cancer, so he's not going to live. That is what people are going to say. So you can actually say that they just do it under the guise of conducting a legitimate poll, but they use defamatory and negative and false information to get to victory. They are also employing what we call unfair competition. Remember that we are only a few months from the election in 2023. So ZANU-PF has begun preparing itself, has begun preparing its old Adala to make sure that he goes ahead of Nelson Chamisa, because he cannot match Nelson Chamisa in terms of speed, in terms of everything, in quality, everything. He cannot match Nelson Chamisa. So they are trying to put him ahead. Kutungamira kwetarakita. So we need to repel everything. So unfair competition is where practices that hamper the opponent's ability to fairly compete, and these are unethical. So you can actually see wealthy candidates hiring as many political consultancies as available, not for their services, but to keep them from working for the opponent. So look how ZANU-PF is paying people. Go to all social media influencers. They are all side ZANU-PF. They all rally behind ZANU-PF. And I'm not some not my celebrity. They say they are on the side of ZANU-PF. Why? They don't want these celebrities to associate with Nelson Chamisa, because they know that once they associate with Nelson Chamisa, they're going to send a different message. Go to Nigeria. The celebrities in Nigeria, they are advocating for change. But here in Zimbabwe, they are advocating for Adala to remain there. Why? It's a matter of using unfair practices where all influencers are bought and brought to your side. So You can actually see that we can go over and speak about the interference with the electoral process, the rigging processes, and whatever they do kuti vange vachikwanisa kuti vange vachizviita, and then but you can actually say that the main three things they are using interference with the electoral process, number 2 unfair competition, and number 3 push polling and whisper campaigns. And one of them is this example where they are saying Advocate Nelson Chamisa is sick, and out of all sicknesses they just choose colon cancer. And they went on to state Mugen Changira yakafane colon cancer, Patson Zamara yakafane colon cancer. Why do they do so? Is to make sure that imimi vanu mama lose hope in the leadership. So Team Zimbabwe ngatirambe takabatirira pa change. Let's not ZANU-PF dictate what we must do. Fungaiti times ZANU side shows cunning, but nonsense to the wise. Why listen to that rubbish? Rumors of their inside fightings is noting that any help to opposition is nothing of any help to opposition parties. Yes, I agree with you. So this is the reason why we need to come and dispel these rumors, because a lot of people end up believing for sure this is what is happening, but so these are just strategies, these are just cunning methods to make sure that they win elections in 2023, but they are not going to win. So thanks Mkoma Nebasa, you rewarded come 2023, brother. Yes, what we need is change, because change will enable myself to work for my family, to leave a legacy for myself. You know what? It's bad to leave a legacy from looting, from stealing. I had so many opportunities to work with the current government, but I decided to work with the people. I decided to work with the people. Why? I realized that in the future, how will I face my comrades in the future? 20 years from now, if I am alive, how am I going to face you? How will I face you? One day, I want a leadership position. How will I face you in a bad record? So it is our responsibility as young people to shape our future, a corrupt-free future, a future where we can build ourselves without being involved in corruption and connections in nature with corruption. So we need to repel these shenanigans. That is our role and that is our responsibility. Up to 2023, this is our role, this is our responsibility to make sure that we send a clear message. So Team Zimbabwe, I love you all. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your support. I hope that you are registered to vote. I hope that you are ready for change. I hope that you are ready to educate people around you to basically go and register to vote and basically know the importance of actually voting. So it is very important for us to educate the people around us. Start from your family. Make sure that your family, the people around you from your family, they understand the need, the reason why we should change things. Spread it to friends. Spread it to church members. Spread it to workmates. That is how we need to operate at this moment. That is the most safest way for us to do these campaigns. And you will be surprised to see Advocate Nelson Chamisa winning with very, very big margins in 2023. Why? Tinenge taita basa at family level. A message sent at a family level is more important than a message sent from afar, because a message is sent from a family level, it carries more impact because it is understood more. You have time to explain a lot of things. When Advocate Nelson Chamisa goes for a rally, he does not have enough time to explain things. But right now, you can take your time to explain one thing at a time. You expose things as they go. Each and every day, if you make it a habit to expose things with your family, to sit down with your family, talking about what is affecting us economically, politically, socially. You can actually see that when we reach 2023, we have almost 365 days to an election. And if you utilize the 365 days to talk to the people around you about the politics of Zimbabwe and what needs to be done, you will see that you will make more impact than when the leader comes only to speak to the people. So you see that you are preparing your people to say when they meet the leader on the final day, they will basically connect with what you have been saying. This is the reason why we are coming here on a daily basis, talking to the people of Zimbabwe about what needs to be done, so that 365 days we utilize it. And when the leader finally comes, he just comes to reconcile what we have been saying all along and put it in a brief statement, and everybody will understand what is really happening. So Team Zimbabwe, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for tuning in. I have a lot of series to cover today, and I will be covering them. I cannot promise you the next topic at this moment because I don't have my schedule, but I have a lot of videos to make. Probably 8 to 10 videos should be made today. So stay tuned because we are going to be live today. So but we will continue. We have a lot of issues to talk about. So I'm going to end it here. I don't want to take it much longer so that I can prepare for another live. Then we come and talk. So if you want to support us with anything, feel free to contact us on the numbers appearing on the screen. That is if you want to support us. Contact us on the numbers appearing on the screen and tell us how you want to assist us, because you can actually see that we are using the resources we have. We can go to 2023 using the resources we have, but sometimes we need a better studio setup, an appealing studio setup, so that other people might see how serious we are, because other people might think that we are not serious because of the kind of setup we have, but we don't have enough resources. So if you want to assist us with anything, feel free to assist us. So I love you all. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for your support. Please subscribe, please like, comment, and make sure that you share these videos to as many people as possible. If you want to be part of this platform, feel free to contact me on the number appearing on the screen, and then I will bring you here on this platform and you will tell Zimbabwe what you believe in, what you think about 2023 elections. So till we meet again in other episodes, signing out, my name is Ronald Ukomakusha.